Hey y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Show. I'm so glad you decided to tune in with me today. Go ahead and hit that like button and become a subscriber to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. I would really appreciate that. Today we're going to be reacting to another Shark Tank pitch, so let's check it out.
Hey Sharks, my name is Brian Carpenter, my business is Moberi, and I'm looking for $50,000 in exchange for a 15% stake in my company.
That ain't bad.
Welcome to Mowberry, the first bicycle-powered smoothie and juice cart from Portland, Oregon. Food trucks, bicycles, and healthy juice bars are major trends sweeping the nation right now, and we combine all three into an interactive experience unlike any other. Using fresh greens, fruits, and superfoods, customers come to us to pedal power their own smoothies, or we do it for them. Either way, the experience is always fun, and the product is delicious. And with a little bit of your guys' help, we can take this pedal-powered concept to a whole new level. But before we get down to business, who wants to come up and pedal their own smoothie?
Me.
Damon, all right, come on up.
I want business.
All right. Damon, why don't you hop on that one? See if that works for you.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
Oh my.
This is pretty funny.
It is funny. I'm just saying, you got to go into the store and pedal to produce your own juice for your smoothie. I about to get a discount or something. I'm putting some sweat equity into this product. I need to get a discount or I need to get it free. I didn't put all the power in it. Let me buy the ingredients. That's probably what they do, but hold on, let's see.
Amen. Go, David.
Hold on. All right, guys, the trick is to start slow and then pick up the speed as we get going.
Nice, I like this.
Pretty smooth.
Wow.
Right? 5,
Mark,
4,
go faster.
3, 2, 1.
Power, not
That's
speed.
it. Nice job, guys.
How you know when it's
Cool.
done?
Sweet.
Did it
All
work?
right. There you go. That's all yours. There you go, Jim.
Good. That's really good.
Is it good?
That's really good.
If it wasn't all his before, it's all his now.
Wow,
That is good.
this is good.
All right, Robert, take one of each here. The green one here is the Johnny Utah. That's got kale, pineapple, and mint.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're
This
welcome.
thing's amazing.
Wow, the green is great. Yummy.
Okay, Ryan, quick question.
Sure.
Are you nuts?
That's
Think about the capacity constraint. Get 5 guys walking up there to buy their smoothie, and they all have to ride a bicycle.
So we have one bicycle inside our current cart, and we have one bike outside on our food cart patio.
And how would you even come up with this really ridiculous idea?
Ridiculously great idea. I saw how a Guatemalan nonprofit was turning bicycles into washing machines and concrete mixers, and I thought smoothies would go over a little bit better in the Portland market.
What do sales say? What do you got for numbers?
So far this year, we've sold $70,000. We'll be at 100 by the end of the
Do you
year.
have a single location?
I have one full-time location, and I have a mobile cart that I use for
So
catering.
tell me about the one location.
How'd you
It's an
pay for
8
the
by
year?
16 trailer. I'd say about 80% of my customers let us do the pedaling.
What do you charge for a smoothie?
So the average is $6.
And why do you think this is gonna become popular with all the other competitions you have, the Jamba Juices and everybody in the world?
Because it's different. It's interactive. It's fun.
But Brian, after I do it once, do I care?
Yeah, you do. Nobody comes into our spot in a bad mood and leaves in a bad mood. They love it. They
What's
come
the
back.
cost for the bike?
So these particular bikes ran me about $2,000
Each?
each.
That thing cannot cost $2,000, even with the blender.
These are my high-end bikes. My originals I made out of Schwinn exercise bikes. It cost me about $400 to make one of those bikes. There was a few problems with that. I couldn't lower the seat all the way down for kids. These bikes are safer, more predictable, and they're gonna give me long-term
But
return.
the premise is nuts because it's a capacity constraint.
And I don't understand why it's so much overhead or so much cost put to the bike when it's not like you're selling the bike. You're selling the actual smoothie. And so $2,000 for a bike that produces multiple smoothies, I don't know. I don't think that it just don't make sense to me right now. Let's get a little bit more information.
Function. I mean, do you have a real blender back there?
No.
What are you, nuts?
That's part of the beauty of it.
That's another thing. So the only way they can make the smoothies is with the bikes. God forbid they have a line waiting for people to get these smoothies, and they have to wait until each bike is free or available to make your smoothie. That is definitely a capacity constraint. I see what Mr. Wonderful is saying.
But you don't
No,
need
no,
a
it's
real
not
booty.
beautiful, it's ugly.
It's not. It's beautiful and it's efficient. I can bust out as many smoothies on these in the same time frame as a busy John
Versus a blender.
Really?
Now, what do you plan on doing with the money?
With $50,000, that'll give me enough money to open 2 more carts just like that.
Never mind that, Ryan. What are you planning to do with your life?
In North I'm just trying to stay in shape and get a smoothie afterwards.
Brian, this is so crazy that it might actually be brilliant.
It is.
Really?
Brian, I think it's a very happy business, and that I have to hand you. But I have to tell you, it doesn't make any sense.
Do you guys want to talk about the numbers? I'm
No,
profitable.
you gave us the numbers. It's just not investable.
And this is our first year.
I know I'm out.
Barbara ain't giving them no type of room to explain nothing. But I can see this probably working like on the beaches like Venice Beach, Santa Monica, something like that, like a touristy type of beachfront, and where people will come up and they don't mind waiting in line for the smoothie, and they get a little workout in because they're looking and you know, enjoying the scene, you know, at Santa Monica Beach in California, maybe, you know, right out there by Bubble Gump Shrimp, you know, right out there where people are just waiting anyway, and you're able to get a smoothie. I could see it being a tourist attraction. And I don't know where they're at in Portland, Oregon, like he said, if they're in a tourist place. But I could probably see this working in that space.
Damon, you love healthy foods. You love to be outside.
Ryan, you look like a gerbil working at the place, man. I mean,
I love being a gerbil in that machine. It's great.
You know, Ryan, I can time travel. When I've gone to the future, here's the headline. Man dies of cardiac arrest blending smoothie. I'm out.
How long did it take you to make that 70,000?
Well, since January.
And how much did you net?
We're netting 20%. And we're anticipating $150,000 worth of sales from this cart next year, $150 for our second cart, and $150 for our third.
I think, you know, it's very, very clever.
What do you mean clever?
I don't see it scaling. I'm out.
Man, I think it's cute little business. This looks like it belongs on, you know, on an island or something. It's really fun, you know, pina coladas being made out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
On a beach or something. Yeah.
You know, Gilligan actually used one of these bikes.
Exactly. But as for me, I'm out.
Thank you.
I said that on the beach, a tourist place.
I love the idea. What
Okay,
I don't
Mark.
like is the cost of the bikes.
Right.
Mark, he doesn't make the bikes.
I know, that's because if you were the bike guy instead of the juice and smoothie guy, I would be all over it.
They're not doing what I'm doing.
I think you're innovative. You took a concept that I didn't even know existed, the blender bike, and turned it into a business.
Blender
If you were the
bike.
bike guy and you found an application and smoothies was the first application, I'd be all over it. But
Yeah.
you're not, and so for that reason, I'm out.
All right.
Make the bikes.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Also, unfortunately, Mowberry did not get a deal coming into the tank. They came into the tank asking for $50,000 in exchange for 15% of their business. And he was pretty excited about the numbers that he has already. He said they just started, and in one year, they made $70,000. And then they're on target to do $100K for the entire year. But another thing that I wrote down was it costs $6 for a smoothie. Now, I go to Tropical Cafe, I go to Jamba Juice, and those smoothies are probably about $7-8. You know, you get a nice size smoothie. And so $6 for this, I think it's a little bit too much if I have to do some riding or get on a bike for something. I think it would have been a good idea if they would have had a tiered probably price. Like if you blend your own $4, and if we blend it's $6 for you, to kind of get people in the action of getting up on a bike and actually having the experience. That probably would have worked. And another thing, to Mark's point, $2,000 for the blender bike, that's a lot of money for materials in order to make your smoothie. But like I said, and I said it before I knew the sharks were going to say it, it would be great like in a touristy type of place on the beach where people don't really mind the standing in line and the waiting around, and probably see this as an experience and will want to participate in making their smoothie. Or watch other people, get on a bike and make their smoothie. I think that would be a source of entertainment, and it will add to the experience of, purchasing the smoothie right off the bat. So, and again, this was an old season. This was season 5. So this was aired back in 2014. And so it's an old product, and I wonder how they're doing now. But they did not get a deal going into the tank, and I just hope that they were able to profit from the exposure they received after it aired. And I just hope them the best in their business. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying until the end. I really do appreciate that. Hit that like button and make sure you become a subscriber if you like this content. And don't forget to check us out for the next ones.
It needs to be on an island.
Making margaritas, you got that one right.